Alright guys, you're welcome to this show. I believe that all of us are going to learn then, hear from each perspective, each group, and to see how relevant or how important men or women can be in our society. Alright, at my right hand side we have our able brothers, and my left hand side we have our able sisters. So we want to hear them introduce themselves. So from our brother here, what's your name? Please give us an intro of yourself.
My name is Ayodun. I'm a teacher by profession.
You're welcome. What's your name, sir?
My name is Precious, popularly known as Presami. I'm a producer and a songwriter. I'm also a musician.
Alright, you're welcome. How meet you, ma'am?
Okay, my name is Treasure. I'm a content creator and I do small jobs for events.
Alright. Ma'am?
My name is Gladys, popularly known as caregivers. I'm an stylist, professional one.
Alright, you're welcome. It's going to blow your mind, everybody. Please pay attention. It's going to blow your mind that you are going to hear some perspective. Please tell us the group you support, tell us the people you support. I will together. Now, the first question we are going to be asking from them, we are having 3 questions that they are going to be attending to each person, each group rather. But the first question is, in our society, which gender is more important? In our society, which gender is more important, and which one causes trouble more in our society? So we are going to be giving the brothers or the men 2 minutes to give their intro, and also we give them 2 minutes to give their intro. Please stay tuned with us. Don't change, don't throw, just stay tuned as you hear and we learn together. So who are we welcoming first? Alright.
So I'm going to be talking about a male gender is more important in the society more than the female gender. 1. Let's go back because to every product there's a manufacturer. So let's go back to the genesis of the male gender and the female gender. That's in the Bible, Genesis. And we're talking about the history on how God created both the male and the female. We discovered that God made the male first. Why? Because that's the most important gender. That's why God made the male first. And the reason is just for us to know that this is the more important one. Secondly, I will talk about our society presently. Let's go to leadership. There are 195 countries all over the world. And out of these 195 countries, we have 13 good countries that are led by women. And that shows that the men have more capacity when it comes to leadership than the female. And this makes them to be more important than the female gender. So let's put it in statistics. 6.7% in leadership goes to the women, and the other side of it goes to the male gender. That shows male gender is more important than the female gender. Let's go to reproduction, that's biologically. Now, when you share the chromosomes of the male and the female, you discover that you have the SY and you have the SS. So the Y determines the sex of the child. That shows that God has placed everything just to favor the male gender. So, without wasting much of your time, rather, to convince you, not to confuse you that male gender is more important than female gender. Thank you.
Alright, do you have anything in contributions to what he just said?
Of course, I do. That is, it is very, very obvious in the society that most of the IOPs are male, which means the responsibility of that particular area, that particular zone, that particular sphere is actually in capable hands when it rests on the hands of a male gender, because they are slow to act, Why? They have to just reason out the things. They have to place it, weigh it, to decide which one will profit the society the most rather. But if we look at it the other way around, the female are very fast to act. They are quick to act. They don't really weigh it. They don't weigh their decision making. They don't weigh their choices. Which one? But what comes out of their emotions is what they act on. And most of the time, we've seen that it doesn't really stay. It doesn't really hold value. And if you want me to put an example, if you want me to make an example, when you are driving on the road as a male gender, we see them. And the moment you see a mistake on the road of the driver, the first thing the person checks is the person a male or a female. The moment they see that it's a female, oh, it's a female, which means they know that this person is vulnerable to mistakes. It's very, very possible that this person can make.
All right, sorry to cut you short. You're welcome. Thank you. So, can we hear from the female part? Who are the most important in the society, in our society today?
It was actually very funny when I heard he was talking about the reproductive system, and he was like X, Y, Q, W, and all the rest. First of all, you give, and what you give to a woman is what you receive. Women, number one, they are multipliers. It's what you give to them that they give back. Not in just one fold, but in 1,000-fold. They always give back. You give them sperm, they give you children. Why did you not do that yourself? If you are so important, like you guys claim to be, you should be able to reproduce yourself. And then when God was creating, He created a man, dust. And when He was creating the woman, He created from the man. I know that would be your standpoint that the guy is actually more important. But checking properly, the women, bones, your support. If you are too good, you will not need the support. If you are too important, you will not need the support. So, from other aspects, you're saying that the IOPS and every other thing that you're talking about, actually, yes, let's use Nigeria for example. IOPS actually, most of them are the men. I would say it's because you guys are not saying that the women are actually important and can do these things. Before you heard the word women rule the world, there was no mistake doing that. A lot of reasons came together to create that. So I'm able to convince you definitely, and not to confuse you, that we are better, far better than you guys can ever be.
All right. Do you have anything in contributions to what she said?
Yeah, I am. Let me bring out my own point, then before I come back to where she's talking.
Okay.
Now, coming to caregivers, mothers and caregivers. We are talking about women, right? Women and mothers. Am I communicating? Yes, mothers are caregivers. Now, take for instance, when a child is born, it belongs to who? They said the man will say it belongs to the mom. Are you getting me? Now, when a child is good, the father will say, this is my child. Now, why is it that when the child is bad, the father didn't say, or the mother didn't say, this son belongs to you? I don't think maybe you guys are getting what I'm trying to say. So what I'm trying to say here now is, the mothers are always the caregivers. Without them in the family is not complete. Now, take for instance again, children who their mom or their mother died before they grew up, when they are growing up. Now, when you look into their life, you see some certain errors that are supposed to be corrected by mothers. But because there are no mother figures in their life, you start seeing those mistakes and you know that yes, this one mother is not there. Now, outside, if you are walking around the street, I think one other time last week, I was going to somewhere and I saw a lady. Now, because this lady was dressing like indecent, what somebody said was, this person don't have a mother figure at home. Why didn't the person said a father figure? Because mother is very important in nurturing the young heart. Mother figure is very important in the community so that to grow tomorrow's generation. And that is why in the scripture, back to the scripture, when God created men, and when the man was sleeping, the man Adam was sleeping, God had to allow him to sleep. Why is it that God did not do it when he was awake? but he decided to do it when he was sleeping and brought out his bow to give him a supporter. That is to tell you that women are very important. Now, coming back to what she said if the man is too good, why is it that if the man is too perfect, why is it that he was not like he didn't stay alone? Why is it that God said you are perfect, you can live without a supporter? So, and another thing I want to talk about, educators. Women are the most educators. When you go to schools, when you go to organization, let's talk about politics as well. When a woman is in politics, she don't do it as with that selfish interest. She do it as a mother. She do it to make sure that people under her don't suffer. She do it to make sure that people under her are progressing, are receiving something. I don't think you guys are getting what I'm trying to say. Even though you search it anywhere, they'll tell you that when it comes to politics, fine, you can say whatever you want to say, but when it comes to politics, leadership, women are the best.
I want to ask you guys a question. In response to what they said, do you actually agree totally with what they said? Or you don't? And if you don't agree with them, how and why?
I don't want us to conclude at all that a female gender is more important than a male gender. We were talking the other time, we said that if a male gender is important, why did God have to create a support? I love that word, support. Now, the support is irrelevant if there is no male, the main thing. Now, when you look at the word male, female, you see that everything about a female, we always carry something like male. Male, you have female. Woman, you have man, you have woman. Menstruation. Can you see men inside that again? So that means men has always been the foundation of everything that has to do with the woman. Now let's take it like this. Let's look at the building. It will be stupidity. We will see a building and we believe that the building is more important than the foundation. Are you getting me? So the building is not more important. It's not more important than the foundation. Men are foundation of everything. Whether in society, in a family, or in any aspect of life, you always see men. They are foundations, and the building is just on the foundation. And the test of life always go to check not the building, but the power of the foundation. So when we're not talking about women generally in the society, that's why I said something the other time. I don't know, maybe you pay attention. I said I want 95 countries, and we only have 13 out of those countries to be led by women. That means men are more important. Out of 195, somebody from 13. So that's what I'm trying to say. So we should not even change it. Even as they are looking at me, within them, they know that men are more important. They are not saying to us, no, just give some money, but we know, all of us know. And I know that our viewers also know that male gender is more important than female gender. Thank you.
Okay, let me come in. I was trying to, the way you were saying it was so hot inside me. Because you are understanding it from the part of men alone, which I'm not against. Now, if your foundation is so strong, very powerful, without the building, does it make sense?
Maybe the cement.
It doesn't make sense. Now, take a look at some of the uncompleted building where you talked about building. Let me continue from the building.
Okay.
Now, take a look at the uncompleted building outside there. Maybe they lay the foundation and the person is not able to complete it. What happens in that place after some months, some years? People will start throwing dirt inside. People will start, pouring whatever. I should not just go that far because our street pillars there. So men are just there. Women are the main thing. Before a building can be seen, before someone can stay inside a building, women are already there. Women has appeared inside that before you can be able to say, yes, this is a building, I want to stay inside. You came from the aspect of building, that is why I go through that way. So therefore, don't always say men are all the most important in society. No. Without women, is nothing.
Let me add to what she just said. basically, you talked about men in different perspectives. Funny enough, we are not going to argue too much with you because the evidence are too obvious. Basically, number one, you can call women creators, but men, no. God Himself is a creator. He did it with His words, right? But then again, women, why is it not that it's men that's giving birth? I still want to know. If you can tell me the reason why it's not women, men rather, that are giving birth, I will not agree with you. Women are creators. That is one strong ability God has given to us in every aspect.
Can those? It's just a question actually.
Yeah,
can a woman give birth without a contribution of a man?
That's why at that point we are in support too.
Wow.
So basically, we are supporting each other. But when we now come to who is at the top, there are a lot of men who do surgery, right, to become a woman. A lot of men, check around these days. If you are so important, why are you turning into a female? Why don't you just stay with your gender? Okay, now men are bleaching because you want to be like the female. You wear wigs. Why? If your hair is so perfect.
Can I chip in something?
Yeah,
Are
go
you
on.
trying to tell me that only the female are light skin?
No.
So why are you saying
No.
men are bleaching
This
just
is
to be
it.
like the female?
This is it. Aside from the bleaching point, yeah.
Okay.
Men these days go online. Most influencers, the only thing that makes them even have influence in the internet is because most of them have turned into females. If your gender has so much value, why not stick to a man and see where you get to? Most influencers these days wear wigs like women, wear skirts, go to the extent of even turning into a transgender just to be relevant on social.
Can I ask you a question, please?
Yeah, go on, please.
Why do you think God created man first?
Why God created man first, right? I don't know. That is his. Wait,
Now,
hold
let me
on. I
come
want to
in.
say something.
Okay,
Hold on.
let me come in before you.
Before you finish, because when you were saying my gender did not oppose you, so let me finish. Now, aside from you talking about I want to go to the point of IOPS that you guys were talking about before. Do you know that the reason for the major corruption in Nigeria right now is your gender?
Okay.
The major reason for corruption currently is your gender.
Okay.
So you are saying high ups. Why allow the women get there and see how it turns?
Okay. Now let me come in from the point that you made, like you said, why are male gender trying to portray themselves to
Yeah, going to the extent of
when
being
you look at them,
transgenders.
let's use that example. Brother, you see that something is wrong with him. If you look at him very well, you will know that something is wrong. Because there's no male gender that always wants to be like a female gender. Go and check them very well. They have got to be a male gender.
Can I say something?
Are you getting me now? So don't come from that aspect that because some people are doing no.
It's actually very
All right,
obvious.
viewers, please pay attention to this. We're going to continue later. So viewers, you're welcome and God bless you. Okay.
So that's it. So you also talk about IOP that most of the problem. Let's take Nigeria's example. That the problem is go and check those leaders very well. The corruption in Nigeria is basically because of women. I will tell you this.
Go on, please.
Those apart from the leaders, apart from the Yahoo guys, go and check the Yahoo guys. Why are they doing all those things they are doing? Go and check it. The bottom line is to impress the girlfriend that they have, or because of, and who is pushing them to do that? It's female.
If your self-esteem
So
was
wait,
so high, you would not be pushed to do anything.
wait. So you will discover that most of the things they are doing is because of the female. Let's say, for example, in the family, you discover that widows are many in the society. Why? Men carry burdens. That's why they die young. And you are the one that killed them with your gender. So don't come from the perspective that because males are this thing. No. The problem is the roots. Like, what am I even saying? Let's go to the Bible. The roots of Adam sinning against God was caused by who?
And the reason why we are here is because of that same Adam.
That's what I'm.
The reason we are here is because of that same
It was
Adam.
Eve that
Because
brought
if
death
your
to Adam.
ego was not high, you would have apologized to God. I will not be in this situation.
That is the problem we have in now is because of one woman that messed up.
It's because of one man who does not know how to ask questions and certain things.
Now let's go down to our society now. That is most of the problem that we have in society. Go and check it. down, you discover that women are the bottom line. They are the reason for men acting like
You talked about Yahoo guys, right? You talked about Yahoo guys. You don't have. Number one is you said that you are trying to impress the females. Most times you are trying to impress yourself and feel among where you are not even there. You see a guy of 17, of 20, that's supposed to be looking for how to write his common entrance exam. He's looking for a girlfriend.
Why is he doing
Why you
that?
never get money? Why you didn't find to get a body before?
Now
What are you
that
looking for a
you
girlfriend?
get your follow-up
Have you
now.
forgotten that we're talking about corruption here? Have you forgotten that there are prostitutes outside as well?
Definitely.
Have you
Yeah, why are you
forgotten that?
separating? Why are you
Without
capitalizing
men
only on
patronizing
men?
them.
No, he said Yahoo boys. I'm giving him his point directly.
Sorry, can we listen to what you just said now?
Without men patronizing the prostitute, there will be no prostitutes.
Thank you.
So because there are men there, that is why there are people.
If there are no females on the road, there will be no man to patronize the prostitute.
Now let me ask you this.
Because men needed it. That was why someone make it. Let me be.
Even
Oh,
if
you
females
make
are not on the
yourself
road,
that way.
even if females are not on the road, you will
right?
still go to their
Alright,
DMs.
calm
You will
down.
still go to their DMs.
Let's go to the law of business. You must get a product. Then it is that product that people will look for. Now let's do. Without product, people will not buy anything.
Okay, now
Now when women present themselves,
Let me show you.
when women present themselves as prostitutes, then men come from. That's why I say the root
Okay.
of corruption has always been.
You came with the product, right? Now let me say I produce this phone. And after advertising for a while, nobody to purchase it. Will I still continue?
That means
I will stop it. You get me? But because there's somebody there buying it, there's somebody there patronizing, that is why I continue. Because I'm getting
why do you do it in the first place? That's the point.
Because
you know to
there are
corrupt
reasons for
society.
everything.
Now you are coming from the point of prostitution.
Prostitution.
What about the point of rape? What about
Do you have
that?
anything to say about
The
that?
point of rape, yeah?
Yes.
Now, if we rate the...
Does that silence you guys?
No.
I have
As you can see, I'm talking. If we scale the rate of prostitution and rape, which one do you think will be higher?
Rape.
And why did you say rape?
Because there are a lot of victims outside there.
A lot that cannot
Now,
even speak
then
up.
it's
A
okay.
lot of it are shreds.
Shreds.
Now
A
let me.
lot of parents, men,
Now let me
out there.
So I noticed that you guys were talking about rape, prostitution, and everything is just getting the viewers confused more. So can you please be simple in your explanation? So can we hear you, ladies?
Okay, when I talked about rape the first time, if you check the amount of rape currently, it's not just from strangers anymore. It's even something that is happening in the family. I've seen a father somewhere around my area who slept with his child, told the child not to tell the mother. At the end of the day, after series of intimacy with the girl, she got pregnant, gave birth to that child in the house. The father still threatening the girl that if she speaks, he is going to kill the girl.
Sorry, which work is the mother doing?
She's a trader.
It's not staying at home.
Yes, something happened along the line that at first,
And she doesn't know
while
when
she was alive, no, she's late rather.
Okay.
But before then, she was a trader. And things like this are the causes of why she actually lost her life at an early age. The first
So
one
what's
is-
the point now? What's the point?
The point here is that men these days, the cases of rape now is actually high because men exist. They cannot keep their reproductive system inside their trousers.
Okay.
Most of them, my little days,
So are we going to be? Am I going to be right if I say it is not only men that rape these days?
But men.
But their rate is
The rate of men.
99.9. If there's anything for women,
So this is my question. This is my question now. Does that make women more important than men?
Yes. According to what she said, let's say the woman is not the basic type.
She's even late.
Okay. Let's say she's late, right? Let's say she's not late and she's still alive. You know that there's a possibility that this will not happen. Yes, there's a high possibility that this will not happen. Now your question is if women are important. Yes, in this kind of case, woman is very, very important. 100% important.
More than men.
More
Yes.
than men, yes. The
You
man
guys
is
agree with
there.
that?
The man is there. The
Definitely.
daughter that got spoiled in the man hands.
Capital no.
It's not
Okay,
something.
what you if you say a capital no in this scenario, right?
Sorry.
What scenario?
So what of a scenario where the mother taught a child how to go and steal, a son to go and steal outside and bring what is stolen outside?
If the father was taking his responsibility, the woman will not have a reason to send the child to go out.
What of it? And the father is
Everything that
late.
happened.
The father is late.
Yes.
What is the situation that led to that?
So the same way, something that have led to that.
Sleeping with his child, intimacy with your child.
Okay, what is you said something that have led to it? The same either something is good or right. It means something also led to that also.
Please, can I come in?
Yes.
Now, let me tell you this.
Wait.
No man in his right sense. Are you getting that? We take his daughter. Right? It's not possible.
Why do people keep
Now,
they keep
listen.
running away from
Listen,
responsibility,
listen.
accepting facts that
Go
you
and
are
check-
wrong?
Go and check those men that you guys are talking about. You will discover that there will be a trauma before that time. Or
Why are you blaming it on something?
Wait. Maybe there's a mental issue or something like that.
So you're just
Now,
trying
come.
to, you are trying to
Now, let's
To
go
run
back.
away from
Yes,
the
run
real.
away from it.
Now, let's.
I know of somebody who don't have any problem. This
And
person
he does
is
that.
good, it's okay, it's normal, and he does it.
You think?
Even on social media, a
Yes,
case
I
came out.
think-
On social media, a
This
case
person
came out
is
recently,
normal.
not too long.
And he said it that is because yes, he wanted it.
It's looking see the face of his wife and his child. Who does
Now,
that?
he was asked the question the other time. He said, was he one of you audios? I don't know. He said that when we were talking about Bobrisky, right? When she said he changed him from
Yes,
a man to-
transgender.
Yeah, I told
he
you.
said something was the reason why. Now, so, when you the one that asked the question now, why, what a mother send the child to go and steal? Now, can you wait? Something is wrong with him, right? The same thing, something might be wrong with the woman.
Now, let
It's
me-
because no woman, no mother in
The
the
right
right
sense
sense
is we send the child to do
and
something bad.
Now, you.
So which no wait. So which means you guys are agreeing with the point that no man in his right senses can rape his daughter.
No, I am not agreeing with that because
Then if
I
you're
am
not
saying-
agreeing, wait, if you're not agreeing with that, definitely there's a host also. I won't agree with the point of you guys saying something is no wrong with that woman, or something is wrong with the man.
Now let's check this. Bobrisky is mentally okay.
You think so?
It's obvious. He's okay. It's a decision. He's acting on his choice.
Now.
Let's go
He's
on.
okay. He's acting on
I
choice.
said about Bobrisky history, and it came out that he said it himself. It was okay. It was fine.
Yes.
But what led him to that was because he feel that women have more advantage.
Exactly,
on
social
the
standard.
men. But he was not up to the standard, and he
Thank
had
you.
to do something that
Thank
would
you.
put him up.
Now,
That
thank
was
you.
why he diverted to
Now,
that.
let me come to this. You said
So-
women have more advantage
Yes,
than more advantage than men, right?
Yes.
Who created the platform for that advantage in society?
Who created what?
Who created
Who created that?
No, wait. Who created the platform for the advantages that you guys have?
Now,
If
before
you
the
that's why I said men are they know more about responsibility. They know how to value their women. They know how to create a platform.
Now,
wait.
you are talking
wait.
about
Let me
now, do you know that without a woman figure, there is no that man that created that?
Why did they not say behind every successful man there's a woman?
I put it to you that without a man, there will not be a woman that gave birth to the man that created.
Do you
the man.
agree?
Then without a woman, there is no a man.
No.
Now,
No.
you guys
Without the
coming
woman.
from
See, you asked a question before.
Hello.
You people asked a question
Coming
before.
from wait, listen to me. Coming
Let's
from
go
the
back to
scripture.
source. The
Coming
source.
from the scripture in Genesis chapter 1, it was made known that man was created.
Yes.
First.
Now,
You are deaf from God. You are deaf from God. That is not deaf better things.
Wow.
Without you, God has been now with the iPhone. Not the money.
Listen. Do you know that in every product, the most important product is the prototype? Yeah.
You want to give yourself.
Listen. Do you agree with me, sir? Do you agree with me, man?
There's nothing you are going to say that makes any sense.
then you are not reasoning with us based on this. If you don't agree that the prototype
Now
is the most important of every product, then you are not actually arriving. Tell me why do you think a woman is more important than a man? Now you know that she actually came from the man who is the prototype of God.
Now this is where I'm going now. This is where I'm going now. It's very simple. Let's go to the law of purpose. I guess now the law of purpose now. Man was actually created to oversee everything that God made on earth. Wait.
I'll come back to that. Don't worry. I'll come back to that.
And this man started living his life, enjoying himself, naming the animals and doing alone. Now, no problem.
If you were too okay, why did God not create Eve?
Wait,
Listen.
now, God saw, very simple, God saw that this man needs help. For the fact that he needs help does not mean. For the fact that he needs help, because the mindset of people generally, when you hear the word help, you feel that person is weak. No. You don't need help because you are weak.
What do you need help?
You need help to fasten, listen, to fasten your speed in doing what you are doing. That's the reason why you need help. Wait.
You are slow.
Wait. Now, a woman came in to do what? One thing, to support. Get it? That means a woman was actually created for a man. That makes a woman that makes a woman a dependent factor, not an independent factor. The man is independent. So a supporting system is to depend on him.
You are confusing yourself.
No, I'm not
Now,
confusing
why will you tell me a man is independent and he has a support and you are telling me he's independent? No, someone that is independent, you don't need help. You are alone. Now let me say I'm independent. I'm providing for myself. I don't rely on people before I can do some other things that I have to do.
Sorry. Does that mean women are independent?
No, I'm saying something. I'm using an from the point I said when you say somebody is an independent person, before I can come up and say I'm an independent woman, I make sure I don't need help from anybody. Help like I want to buy something. Maybe I want to buy something. I have more than please borrow me 1,000. No, by that point I'm dependent.
Thank you. Sorry.
Let me finish. Now, so you are trying to tell me that men are independent figures.
Yeah.
While women are dependent. Now, if a man is independent, why does he need a supporter?
Yeah.
Now, the woman that is a supporter, where is her own
role? Thank you. Now.
No, I'm not saying that. Don't get me wrong. Where is what is supporting her? She is not supporting herself. Like now, nothing is supporting her. She is supporting somebody. To tell you that now a pillar is standing holding a building. Yeah. Are you getting me? Now, if that pillar is not there, that building might fall, right? Yeah. That building will fall. That is why that pillar is there.
Yeah.
Remove that pillar and the building is going to fall.
Man is not the building. I said it.
No, I'm using an illustration so that you can get the clear view of what I'm trying to say. So you saying men are independent. I cancel that.
Now,
I believe my viewers to say something. Men are not independent. They are depending on the woman.
Now, I would like to. Can I ask
Sorry. Sorry, viewers, we're going to permit one male from outside and one female from outside to contribute to what they're saying. So if you have a female outside that want to contribute, please can you come in now? Alright, sorry, can you give your contributions to what they're saying?
Okay. My name is Mary Abadu. So I'm here to support the female. So I want to bring out from the point of men needing help, needing support from women. Support like what she actually said, that for a woman not to be independent, like needing money. Women can support men in so much aspects. It's not about financial aspects. When you go to the emotional aspect of it, women are there. No matter how strong a man be, no matter how, I don't know how strong you want to be, going through some challenges, definitely you will fall to a lady or any woman. You will fall to her for support. I just say something too. I just say something to some of my male friends. I won't use myself as an example. I'll be like, I know I can't help, but at least share with me. 2 heads are better than 1. Share with me, I know I can't help you. Maybe it's financially, I know I can't help you. But at least, when you share with me and I talk to you, at least you get this relief. Definitely you get it. That's if you are getting what I'm saying. That's if you don't, if you are trying to oppose it. If you share any challenges, any challenges any guy is going through with any female, without her giving you money, any point she's giving, any word she will say to you, any word she will utter out to you will really calm you down. And let's talk about the spiritual aspects. Spiritual aspects, you need a woman. You need a woman.
Does that make woman important?
Woman is not very important. She's
Than
like
men?
saying, yes, I
My
want to
question.
ask yes.
Than men?
Yeah,
Okay.
women are more. I'm not saying men are not important, but when you say most important, that's most
Okay.
important.
Can I
Women
ask
are
you a
very
question,
important. I'm
please?
still talking.
Give them their
I'm still
flowers.
talking.
Please, can I just
I'm
ask
still
you, but I don't want
talking.
to
I will
forget
give
this
you room for
point.
your question. Let me
Okay.
talk. And I want to come in the aspect where he said, men are not the house. I quote you wrong. Men are the house. If God will say, okay, let me create a woman to support you, that means you are the house.
And women are
the pillar. We are the one holding you. We are the ones supporting you. Yes, you
Okay,
are the house.
Can you
That's
hold
what I
on
want
there?
to
Can
say.
you hold on there? So can we welcome a brother from the aspect of sisters or outside also to give a contribution to this, and they, after the contribution, 2 of them will excuse us, then they continue. They can now respond, or you can ask the question that you said you want to ask. You can ask a question you said you want to ask before she leaves. And likewise, if you have a question to ask from him, you can also ask before he leaves. So can we hear your point, sir?
Alright, my name is Edward Victor. I'm a digital photographer and digital content creator. Okay, basically, facts. Men are important, women are important. But I won't discredit the fact that you are important. But even as important as you are, if a man lives your life at a vulnerable point, you will commit suicide. Straight. At a vulnerable point of your life, a man can still take decisions even as vulnerable as
I quote you wrong.
and he will still stay on that point. But if a lady is vulnerable, let's take for example a guy that is on pressure, a guy that is seriously on pressure and he has heard news from him that something happened to him, is maybe irritating for anybody at home, he will still drive comfortably back home. Don't try that with a lady. You are
I
carrying
quote you
a
wrong.
facts.
I will
I've
need to
seen-
call you. You are not talking
see,
here. I will need to call
This
you.
is the point. Nigerian movies, fact, there are lies there, we understand. But from lies comes truth. In every lie, there's an epitome of truth, right? You agree with me that?
Okay.
If you agree with me on that, what makes you think that as a lady, you can decide to live a life you want, all right? You can decide to live a life you want. But when you come to your senses that I will get married, you will leave some person standing. Why? Because you want to be responsible to your responsibility, is dependent on that.
All right. All right. Thank you, viewers. I hope you are following and I hope you are enjoying the show. Honestly, I'm just getting to learn some things from 2 of them, 2 groups this evening. Please, before we go, I would like him to ask a question. If any of these 2 ask question for him also, then we ask and we release 2 of them. So can you ask your question?
Okay, I want to come from a point. I'm not, we are saying this, we are not disputing the fact that you are important, that ladies or women are important. But don't forget that you keep mentioning a point. Support. Do you know the meaning of support? Maybe you should go to your Google or your dictionary, search for the meaning of support. Thank you. And you keep on mentioning that thing. Maybe you don't know the meaning of support. Support means there's actually something which is the main stuff. Thank you. Now, coming from Adam, Adam has the responsibility of taking care of the garden, everything, because the instruction was not given to the woman, it was given to the man. Why? Because God has made him the capable head to take care of those things. Where was Eve? He was somewhere in the garden. Yeah, you asked a question, where was Adam? When Eve, blah 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 blah. Why didn't Eve?
Are you still asking questions?
Listen, wait now. Now, why didn't Eve? First, okay, according to all the instructions God gave to Adam, why didn't Eve respond based on the instructions God gave to Adam? You can eat all of the fruits in the garden except this one. If Eve was responsible,
Now, I go straight to your question to her.
okay, now this is the question. Why did you keep mentioning the word support? If you can answer that question well,
When you say
Answer
my question. Why did you keep, and what is the meaning of support? And tell me why you keep.
You also, any of you can answer. Any of you can answer that
the thing is,
question.
this word support, when you have this word support, like you feel like the whole world revolves around you. You feel on top of the world when you have this word support. Support, helper. And I'll come back to what you said, that God gave man, like he put him in charge of
Don't answer the
everything.
question.
Wait. Question. Why did you use the word support? And what is the meaning
What
of support?
What does
Can
it
you just
mean?
let us
Can you just allow me to
Can any of you, I'm giving
Just-
you
just-
I
I don't
want
want her to
to
leave
use
that
a
point.
simple illustration for you.
Okay. To explain the word
Yes.
support.
Okay.
When a baby is given birth to, the baby does not just walk that day. It takes time. At some point, the baby crawls. At some point, you see the mommy buying this stuff they use to hold the baby to learn how to walk. When the baby is falling, you hold the baby. Why did you not allow the baby to fall?
Do you know it's the responsibility of the woman?
Wait, why
to do
did you
that?
not?
Who is the head
That's
of that
the
baby?
baby that
You know that is
support.
divine
Let me
support.
come
Like
from
you
that.
can give an illustration.
Let me come
Okay,
from
let's
that.
take that person for example.
Let me come from
You
that.
had an accident, the leg was amputated or something like that. They give you crutches. Why do you not start limping with one leg?
Please.
That word support, you guys are trying to underestimate that word support.
I
It's
beg
actually
say
very, very
You know,
important.
men, they
I
never
bet.
have this mentality that they know
Please.
more. Wait,
Okay.
when he was talking, we're quiet. You like men, they have this mentality of I know everything. I can do everything.
Very, very
But
interesting.
the Bible records Christ Jesus as the omnipresent, omnipotent. He knows everything.
Definitely.
God knows that you cannot do
Thank
this
you,
alone.
thank you.
Wait, I'm still talking though, and I'm still coming back to you. He knows you can't do this alone. That is why he said, let me create a supporter for you. I will still use that word support.
Thank you. Now you are
Wait, I'm
talking.
still talking.
Okay, sorry.
So that's why God gave you.
30 seconds more.
That's why God gave you. God. That's why, go. That is too small. It's too
30
small.
seconds more.
So what I'm saying is that God knows that you can't do it alone. That is why we are there. And you, bro, you said something that if don't rephrase that person again, that maybe man leave any woman in the one.
If the point wasn't important to you.
I will put you wrong that women, they adapt to change anytime.
Then it's okay. It's okay.
Sir.
It's okay.
Based on
It's okay. Your question to him.
So let me answer that
let
question.
me talk about this question.
Your question to him. No question.
Wait,
Then
okay, sir.
Okay.
He talked about a lot of stuff, right? Now she was trying to ask a question. Relating to the part where you said, if a guy leaves a woman at a vulnerable, if you are reasonable, why would you leave a woman at a vulnerable state? Why would you do that?
Alright. You see, being vulnerable,
Yes.
everybody's vulnerable.
Definitely, yeah.
A responsible man will not leave a lady as a vulnerable point. Fact.
Okay.
But when you look at the level at which the lady, there must be something the lady has done at a point that the guy will feel like, I think she needs to learn a lesson. She understand?
And you felt like a vulnerable state was the best time to leave.
If the guy, at some point where the guy will have to leave a lady and let her calm down and let her bring think.
And another thing, maybe you didn't hear me very well. He cited that as an illustration.
I'm trying to ask him
Are you
from his illustration.
Yeah, he cited that as an illustration. So just try to get the point he's trying to.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Can we please clap for two of them? Can you go back now?